was so much fun. I love her. She's just like the book.
Yeah, I totally agree. You can see the personality in the book. And I always love when we have authors that teach us something new and this whole like writer's room. Like I feel like we just peaked.
I know. I mean, I don't think we've ever had anyone who did comedy like a comedy writers room, did we? Like I
Oh,
remember we had one author, she was in the theater, like, but yeah, this is the first time to really get to see behind the screen.
yeah. Like, I mean,
What it's like on a TV series. That was really cool.
it is kind of cool and hearing like how they have to be there while they're filming for all the changes and like you have your thought process, you feel like this is what it's like, but to hear it firsthand is kind of cool, kind of neat.
Yeah, and fun. Like it's like, how do you get into something? I mean, she said that she just kind of fell into it in some ways, but like it just, I mean, you have to have skills in order to even be hired in the first place. So she does have, and you can tell by her writing that she has the skills for it, and just to be able to hear about what she went through and like learning about it, oh, that was a lot of fun. So
I thoroughly enjoyed our talk with Meredith Hambrock. She was fun. And I agree with you, like the book represents her very well. And I feel like what we were talking about with the characters and the naming of the characters and their descriptions and everything, and you can tell that there's some thought, she put some thought into it. And she was describing some things about the book that I hadn't even thought of, and like how she was like, doing the high with the low, the laughing with the comedy with the drama and everything. And it's just such a well-written book that I was just reading and I was not paying attention to any of that. It just flowed.
yeah. And for
So
some reason I was really entranced, and I paid a little bit more attention because of her writing style, the fact that the tense that she wrote it in, which and the way it flowed and the way it seemed like it was like in the character's thoughts, but then also outside, because you're in the mind of the character, but you're also seeing all the other characters. It was, and she explains it really well. So like when you watch the
yeah.
video, her interview, you can see how her thought process behind the way that she wrote the book, and just try not to spoil anything, but just the way she did it, for me, it just drew me in, and it was very descriptive. Like I
No.
like want to be more descriptive in that way, because it was descriptive without being like too preachy or like too showy.
Yeah.
It's like you just see it in your mind. Like it's just oh,
I,
there's a piece of a boat in a hanging jar.
yeah,
Like just little things, just little details.
I
That was
completely agree with you. It's like minimal words, but full description, and it's not prosy, like you're not reading paragraphs about the description. It's like a few well-chosen words, and
Mhm.
I completely agree with you. I cannot wait to read She's a Lamb. That sounds absolutely fantastic.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
great author. Another great interview with another Lark group member who is just, we're having so much fun with them.
I know.
It's,
They're so nice. They're all just a great
yes.
bunch of people, and like, yeah, just love them to death, and they're so
Yep,
much fun. Yeah, their books are
absolutely.
all
And
good. Like every single
I
book we've
know.
read has been fun. Like we've enjoyed it. Like, and we're not really mystery thriller type people. Like I mean, I enjoy them, but not. But man, now I
I
am.
know.
Like
I
I've
totally
been
agree. But
converted.
I feel like this book in particular, like I feel like there's definitely a mystery to it, but there's also so much about character in there. Like it's definitely not a plot driven. Well, okay, there's a little, I don't know. I feel like there's so much character in there that it's just it's different than the other books that we read, which is kind of fun. Like we're getting a whole slew of different, like
Yeah.
comedy and like true like crime thriller and like it's great. Like that what we've been reading so far has been fantastic. So
I think that's
I
the difference. Like with her book, it seems when you say character, the character drives the plot.
yep.
So the
Yeah,
characters, like their actions influence what happens with the plot line. Where
yeah,
sometimes the plot lines on some people's books is what drives the characters, if that makes any sense. Like, for
completely.
these characters, they feel alive. Like you could just like they feel really real and
Hmm.
gritty and just imperfect in a lot of ways. And I love that about them. And so what happens to them, you feel in a different way than you would with some other characters, because especially with Baby, she feels like a real person, like a real pretty.
But like I mean, as soon as you learn the way she was born and you can understand why that's her decision making. So it's and like, I mean, that's not a spoiler, that's in the prologue. So
Yeah.
you immediately get to know what baby's all about.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I fantastic. And like, I mean, besides her writing, she's just a cool person. Like, I mean, Meredith was like a really fun person to talk to, and to like, she's had so many life experiences, and like the way that she moved from here to here to here and did this and this and that. And so cool. So cool.
Yeah.
Had fun.
Okay, well, I guess we can wrap it up and say that was another good interview with Meredith Hambrock, and her book is coming out in April. She is a Lamb, and if you haven't pre-ordered, please go ahead and do that. And her current book, Other People's Secrets, is out right now. I don't know if you see it. I got mine on Kindle. So if you want to read that, definitely go check the narrative, the description box, and you should be able to find a link. Fingers crossed it works. And get that book. It's really good. Really good. I mean, even if you just download a sample and just try it out and see whether or not you like it, you'll be hooked, because that's what happened to me. I started reading the sample, and then all of a sudden, what, sucked in. And then it was like, 2:00 in the morning, and I'm like having to get up for work.
I should probably get up. Yeah.
All right, let's start. Dreaming about the book, and
those are the good books.
oh yeah, that was definitely worth the money. So
good.
All right, so thank you all for joining us. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when our videos come out. And have a great day.
Bye, everyone.